Story 1. Remember how your parents, aunts, and uncles used to say how fast it goes? They were underselling it. I think the speed of life is exponential. 42 to 52 was about a month. Holy moly. Story 2. That there isn't enough time in a day, in a month, in a year, in a life to do everything you want to do, so you have to start making decisions about all the things you'll probably never get to do. Story 3. Life gets easier when you stop putting energy into people that don't deserve it. If your child is on a sports team, that's great, but you don't need to become friends with every other child's parents. If a neighbor likes to complain about someone's bad lawn, directly tell them you don't care. People like that drain your energy and waste your time, and cutting them out is refreshing. Story 4. You are the only person you can rely on. Others will come and go, and you should accept whatever help they offer. But you are responsible for your own well-being, happiness, financial independence, and everything else. Only you. Story 5. No one cares who you are. No one is coming to save you. You are responsible for yourself, your happiness, and your boundaries. Never let an opportunity pass you by. Time goes much faster the older you get. Do not take your health for granted. Take care of yourself now. Never let anyone waste your time. It is your most precious commodity because you can never get it back. Story 6. Time is a fleeting thing. It's the most important commodity you have. And at any given moment, it can all come to an end. No matter how hard you work, whether it is your career, your marriage, your relationships, at the gym, or your fatherhood, you'll never feel like you're doing enough. It's all on you. It all falls on your shoulders. When it all goes wrong, and believe me, it will, be prepared to be the strongest person in the room because nobody else is coming to save you. Story 7. It is entirely possible that life as it is right now is as good as it is ever going to get for the average person. You will have to learn to be happy with less. Cut the boat anchors out of your life. If you know what makes you happy, do it now. Do not wait for the optimal time to start. Story 8. Things you never thought could happen can happen. A wonderful marriage suddenly ending. Changing your strongly held religious beliefs after decades. Getting cancer in your 30s. Dating a con artist with news articles written about her insane antics. Life will always surprise you. Story 9. Number 1. There are just some things you have to do. It's your responsibility to do them because nobody else will or can, whether you want to or not. Number 2. The nonsense never stops. Ever. There's always something. Sometimes it's as small as, I just wish I didn't have work tomorrow. It's such nonsense. And other times it's, what do you mean you denied my home insurance claims? That's nonsense. It literally never stops. Overall, the biggest harsh truth for me is that I get it now. Men go to the gym to have the mental fortitude and the outlet to deal with the constantly ongoing nonsense that happens in life. Story 10. Some quotes I've found to be meaningful as a 50-plus-year-old man. He who fails to prepare prepares to fail. Expect nothing and you'll never be disappointed. And life isn't fair, so try to make it unfair in your favor. Story 11. As a 41-year-old man, it is absolutely disheartening to start realizing that being friendly, trusting, kind, and compassionate doesn't really pay dividends anymore, it seems. Every year, the segment of humanity that positively responds to and reciprocates the above-mentioned attributes gets ever smaller, at least in my travels. I hate to say it, but it seems being a selfish person gets more of a return than being a decent person, and what was once a serious character flaw is rapidly becoming a necessity just to get through life without being constantly taken advantage of. Story 12. I accepted this a lot earlier than 30, and it's truly life-changing when you do. You are responsible for your own happiness. A woman is not going to fix you or complete you. A relationship isn't either. Not even a relationship with the right woman. You are the only one who can fix or complete yourself. Pleasing your family is not going to make you happy if you don't want what they want for you. Your family doesn't owe you happiness. Your friends don't owe you happiness. Nobody owes you anything, as a matter of fact, except what they give you. This goes the other way, too. Aside from legally binding obligations like debt, you don't owe anyone anything you don't want to give them. Your self-perception of morality doesn't entitle you to anything. Not friends, not a woman's affection. Nothing. Morality is subjective and everybody's is different. If you're Christian, your morality doesn't even entitle you to salvation. That's God's choice to give to you, not something you earn. That metaphor should really drive the point home about how it works with other humans. Life isn't fair. Deal with it. No matter who you are, someone else always had it easier in some respect. Get over it. Don't get mad. Get better. Time is short. Make the most of it. Wasting time is one of the worst things you can do in life. Fear of failure over little things is pointless. A woman's rejection, a joke falling flat, asking to be someone's friend and getting turned down, fear of strangers laughing at you in the gym or when you try a new sport, fear of somebody thinking you failed because you try to draw or pick up an instrument. None of this stuff matters at all. Do the things you want to do. Ignore the haters. They're miserable anyway. Other people can only get to you if you let them. Give as good as you get, and don't tolerate disrespect. Use every tool at your disposal to shut it down. Stand up to bullies and help the downtrodden. Sometimes the best way to feel better about yourself is to help somebody else. At the end of the day, nobody else really cares how much money you have, what car you drive, or how many hours you worked. If you chase those things, do it because it's what you want. Can you truly say to yourself, if you were to get terminally ill tomorrow, that you're living a life you're proud of? If the answer is no, you need to start changing that today. Story 13. You can do everything right, yet your life can still flip completely upside down. Sometimes the best thing and only thing you can do is endure. Endure heartbreak. Endure a bad job or layoff. Endure a freak accident or natural disaster. Endure the loss of a family member or friend. Story 14. Compatibility matters more than physical attraction for long-term relationship success. As long as you are attracted to your partner, don't think for a second that just because you can get with someone more attractive, you should. You will likely always be happier with the compatible partner versus the most attractive available option. Story 15. You do not make more money the harder you work. In addition to that, your managers and bosses act like it's very hard to do and that's why they make more. In most cases, it really isn't. The lowest people on the totem pole usually work the hardest and get compensated the least. Story 16. Your circle gets smaller, and the number of people checking in decreases. You have to come to terms with the fact that not many people really care about you. The feeling of isolation is one you'll have to become friends with. Story 17. Your happiness matters. As a man, I see too many guys in relationships they don't really want to be in, but feel forced to put on a smile, pay the bills, and make their lady happy. This is not the way. I'm all for making my woman as happy as possible, but it goes both ways, and if you're just not happy, that's okay. It's time to do something different. Story 18. Life isn't fair. Other than to a handful of people, you really don't matter much at all. In 3 generations, nobody will even know you existed. Nothing is what it seems on the surface. So just have fun because you only get to do it once. Story 19. The sooner you avoid escaping life and confront your demons, the better your overall quality of life will be. Drugs, alcohol, toxicity, self-sabotage, pornography, all the things you use to escape eventually catch up to you. And when it comes down to it, these things trick you into thinking you belong, when in reality they slowly alienate you from the world. If you're young and you have a vice, look into it. You don't have to quit today, but start to address the cause behind why you're trying to escape. At first, it will destroy you, but once you understand it, you will dominate life in a way that is unbeatable. Once I gave up alcohol, I could see how many people at the party start to get antsy when there is no liquor. Once I stopped cigarettes, I saw my stamina increase, my phlegm clear up, and food taste better. Once I put a pause on marijuana, I realized the value of how to spend my time. Confront your emotions sober. Deal with life sober. My personal idols are Robert Downey Jr. and Eminem. They have the most amazing and desirable traits, and they deal with their problems with a clear head. If they can, I can. Story 20. You do not know when you are going to lose someone. I've lost people in my life that, had I known how short my time with them would have been, I would have spent much more time with. Story 21. Your body is going to slowly break down, limiting what you can do. Don't push things off to retirement when you won't be able to do them. Just do what you can and reevaluate your options as you go. Note that I am a 41-year-old trick skater. Story 22. I'm not religious, but everyone should take the Alcoholics Anonymous prayer to heart. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Tragedies that happen on the other side of the world, recognize they are tragic, but deep diving into it only hurts your mental health. Injustices that happen within your country, either do something about it or move on. Flooding yourself with negative news isn't helping anyone. Politics nonsense? Same thing. Don't flood yourself with negative news out of a selfish mentality that since someone else is suffering, so should you. You can only control what you can control. Story 23. As poor as you think you are, if you live in the United States or most other group of 7 nations, you have a far higher quality of life and infinitely more opportunities than most of the rest of the world. Somewhere in India or Cambodia or Colombia, there is someone who is utterly struggling with no indoor plumbing, no clean water, and no opportunity for growth, solely due to the circumstances they were born into and through no fault of their own. The moral? Be thankful for your fortune, and ask what you can do to take advantage of the gift you were given by random chance instead of complaining all day about how terrible your life is. Story 24. 1. It's easier to keep fit than to get fit. So get fit as soon as possible and maintain it. The same goes for diet. Build a habit of eating healthy whole foods and prepare meals for the week. All those processed snacks are not good. Find a job that provides a good work-life balance. Stop caring too much about your work. Your work doesn't care about you. Invest early in life. Buy some basic exchange-traded funds and keep adding to them. What you want from a woman is peace, not problems. She's meant to complement your life, not complicate it. Don't get married unless you plan to have children. Eat meat. It's good for you. No skill is useless. Learn to use your hands, such as woodworking or handyman tasks. It simplifies things. Learn languages. It's easier when you're young. 10. Learn to dance. Ballroom, Latin, etc. Story 25. Romantic love is not unconditional, and you shouldn't accept abuse in a relationship for the sake of stability and predictability. You deserve to be loved for the person you are. Story 26. The pursuit of happiness is a trap. That's because happiness is not the default human condition. It is better to pursue contentment. Time is the most valuable resource you will ever have. There is really no way to recover any that you lose. It's irreplaceable. Different things will be important to you at different times and stages of your life. That doesn't mean they were not valuable at the time, but it's wise not to assume anything will be forever. Story 27. Quit being lazy and go fix everything that is falling apart in your house. Do it yourself if you can. The sense of accomplishment and the satisfaction you get from having everything in proper order is worth the time. Story 28. As I have gotten older, 34 now, I have become a lot more unattractive than expected. And it is harder to take care of myself with a more demanding job and everyday tasks. I lost most of my friends over time as well, and I am not good at keeping people close. So basically, I went from kind of a popular, good, average-looking guy to a bit chunky, unattractive, but with money. Life really sucks. Story 29. Everyone, and I mean everyone, will look out for themselves at the end of the day. It doesn't mean some won't have empathy or the like, but that ancient survival imperative will always kick in. Saint or sinner makes no difference. Realizing that fact can help you make choices accordingly. And maybe it can help stop people from being pleasers like I was. People-pleasing is often a mostly benevolent means of controlling others anyway. It's a way of making sure everyone's safe and fine, which benefits the people-pleaser to no end. Story 30. Happiness is a choice. Things will constantly go wrong, break, fall apart, or dissolve. The only thing you can truly control is your outlook and mindset. Story 31. Take responsibility for all of your choices and actions. No one is forcing you to make bad decisions. You do that entirely on your own. And when you do, own up to it. Don't go around trying to place blame on others to cover up what you did wrong. Not only will you earn more respect from those around you, but you will be less likely to make the same mistakes twice in life. Swallowing your pride and facing the consequences of your actions is one of the best ways to learn life lessons that you will never forget. Story 32. All the cliches about getting older are true, like asking a doctor when my elbow will go back to normal, and I'm told this is your new normal. All those funny adages hit differently when it happens to you. Story 33. Gracefully and accurately admitting you are wrong is the fastest way to become informed and respected by most people. It shows introspection, external awareness, and a desire to actually develop instead of trying to force a solution to suit one's ego. Also, keeping one's word is the highest form of social currency. Story 34. There is no God that is going to intervene and save us from ourselves. We are not wise enough to govern ourselves in a way that prioritizes the self-preservation of our species. Story 35. No one deserves anything. You do not win because you deserve to win. You win because you got lucky, found a shortcut or loophole, or simply asked. I climbed the corporate ladder faster than many people who were more qualified because I learned to just ask to be promoted or leave a job where I felt stuck. I am 34 and outrank people who have been in the field 10 to 15 years longer than I have simply because I come in, ask for as much work as possible, complete it, and let them know where I expect to be in a year. If it does not happen, I start applying elsewhere. I have slowed down a lot, and I am not bragging about being the world's most ambitious man. Just letting you know that if you expect to move up, expect a raise, or expect that girl to fall into your lap, you are gravely mistaken. You may think you deserve something, but you need to get that word out of your vocabulary.